Ontario voters go to the polls June 12th. Provincial NDP leader Andrea Horwath put the election in motion when she withdrew her support for Kathleen Wynne's Liberals, citing broken promises as one reason. I talked to Andrea Horwath earlier today and started by asking her plan to bring the province back into fiscal balance. One of the big issues for this province, of course, is job creation, fostering an environment that's pro-business. And I know you've made some moves or some promises in that direction in terms of small business taxes. Can we rethink manufacturing in Ontario? Can we rethink a kind of a situation that does create jobs once again here?
Well, I think we can. It's interesting because I was in Windsor recently looking at this fantastic facility that's doing advanced manufacturing. And one of the things we were talking about is the extent to which we can partner with business to wake up some of that dead money and get some investment happening, because we know productivity investment is a big issue, and not just post-recession. Prior to the recession, it's a problem in Ontario and in Canada, frankly. So what we're saying is, instead of the blank checks that the Liberals are favoring, and instead of the across-the-board tax cuts that the Conservatives are favoring, let's actually provide tax credits for investment. So when you're investing in Ontario, you're building a new plant, you're switching to new technology, you're bringing advanced technologies in, that's when you get the tax credit. So as you invest, you get a refundable tax credit. It gives you more flexibility in terms of your capital, and it's actually rewarding the companies that are doing the things we need in the economy. The same with job creation, tax credits for jobs. So it's something that Obama has talked about. It's rewarding the behavior that we need to see in our economy.
There was a sense that the Liberal government produced a budget that was designed to please you. It clearly didn't.
Are you saying I'm hard to please?
Apparently. What was it about that budget that was a tipping point for you, that was a non-starter?
It was actually the circumstances around the budget once I read it. We had a government that was mired in scandal, that was very wasteful, that was out of touch with Ontarians' priorities. They brought a budget into play that had 70-odd new promises in it, yet they hadn't fulfilled the promises of the previous budget. We were looking for the Financial Accountability Office to be up and running. We were looking for the home care system to have reduced wait time so seniors could get the care they need when they need it. We were looking to see some real significant movement on auto insurance rates to make life more affordable. Well, if the government couldn't get those three things right in the previous budget, how could we expect them at all to accomplish these 70 new promises for Ontarians? So people want a government that makes sense and that gets results. And I just couldn't, in good conscience, support that budget, knowing that Kathleen Wynne wasn't successful in building a raft. How could she build a ship?
One of the frustrations that voters have, I think you'd agree, is just a sense that there's mismanagement that goes on, that at every level of government, municipal, federal, there's a kind of a lack of accountability. So when we think of the really big challenges we face, and Ontario faces some specific ones, bringing back manufacturing, high-quality jobs, growing business, hydro rates would be one, infrastructure. What kind of confidence can you convey to the electorate that says, you know, we would do differently than other politicians? Somehow you can trust us in a way that you haven't trusted other politicians.
Well, I think there's a couple of things. I mean, first and foremost, we've made it clear that our top priority is to respect the tax dollar. And I think you're right. People are frustrated. They send their hard-earned tax dollars to whatever level of government it is, and they see things like Orange Air Ambulance. They see things like the e-health debacle. They see some of the things we've been talking about with Pan Am Games. They see the gas plant scandal, and they wonder, you know, why is it that I'm sending my tax dollars that I work hard for to the province, or in this case, and they're being wasted on things that are not making a difference in my life. So first and foremost, that commitment to be respectful of the tax dollar, to be frugal with it, to be prudent with it. That's one of the things I believe in firmly. The other is, for the last couple of years, we've been in a unique position in this minority parliament to try to make it work for people. And I think we've demonstrated very clearly that we're interested in listening to what Ontarians have to say and responding to their needs. That should be the fundamental role of government. It's about the basics. If you can get the basics right, I think you start rebuilding trust with Ontarians. And I think that's what people need in all orders of government, whether it's municipal, provincial, or federal. But provincially, I think they've seen New Democrats be very, very in tune with what they're talking about, with what they're concerned about, and bringing practical solutions that are balanced and that make sense.
Only seconds here, but if you wind up with a minority in whether it's your minority government or somebody else's, is there still a willingness to work with the other parties?
Well, I've always said that regardless of what job the people of Ontario give me, I will do it with diligence and with respect. And I am looking forward to their decision on June 12th, because regardless of what decision it is, it's going to be the right decision.
We appreciate your time.
Thank you.